Hey, welcome back. This is ECZDC. Today we're taking a look at another sling, the EVERGOODS Civic Access Sling 2-liter. Also, the updated version from 2024. So this is the smaller sling from EVERGOODS' current lineup. This is rated at 2 liters, so much smaller than its bigger brother, the Mountain Hip Pack 3.5. This is a very nice compact size sling, and I think it's a great option for a lot of folks. EVERGOODS made some revisions on the strap, which we'll take a look at, and we're just going to walk through the bag, take a look at its features, see what I've stuffed in here, and determine maybe this is a sling that's going to work well for you. So this is made of their 840D solution dyed material. This is the fabric you're going to see on all the current Civic half-zip bags right now, as well as these slings and other backpacks in their lineup. In traditional EVERGOODS form, you've got the loop field here, which has EVERGOODS logo, cleverly designed into it. And I've just got one of EVERGOODS high-vis patches right there stuck on top. The zippers are from YKK. These are number 10 exterior zippers, reverse coil DWR finished. And as we get into the interior of the bag, we'll see that the zippers on the inside are number 8s. So the buckle here on the side, off the wing, this is Duraflex hardware. We've got elastic strap keepers for strap management. Nice touch. Taking some inspiration from the hip pack and perhaps the mountain panel loaders. And then on this side, we have two tri-glides, allowing you for easy change of fit on the go. And the main difference here with this current rendition of the strap is this buckle used to be dead center in the nylon webbing. And it also did not have any strap management. So in the previous version, what you would find is that buckle was either in the middle of your back, in the middle of your chest, or in the middle of your waist. I don't think the buckle placement was so much the issue as the straps on both sides would just dangle. So you had to come up with some sort of strap management solution on your own. EVERGOODS didn't provide anything. But now with this newer version, we can see that the strap at the end here has an elastic keeper sewn into where they've folded it over. And all you have to do is you just roll it up to your desired length, and then you take the keeper and you just put it right over the top. And that keeps everything nice and neat and closer to your body. No dangling straps. So between the move to the end of the bag here, right, the buckle on the wing, adding the strap keeper, and moving to the tri-glide, I think this is a nice update to the previous version. Nothing else in the sling changes. This is really the only change. And what's even cooler, EVERGOODS kept the price the same. So, they could have probably bumped this up, a little bit extra hardware, a little bit extra material, but they did not. And I think that's really nice, considering, companies are here to make money, right? So anyways, let's jump inside. Let's take a look, and we'll see what I'm working with. So inside this YKK zipper, I've got a few things. And keep in mind, this is a 2-liter sling, so it's not that big, but it's also, it could be smaller. I've got a small Fidlock bottle stashed in here, just enough to wet the whistle, but not super big where it's going to be taking up a lot of extra space. I've got a small topo pouch for some minor first aid stuff. I've got a Sea and Summit dry bag just in case it rains. A small hero clip. And then there's also a red lanyard with a Duraflex clasp to tether your keys. Additionally, we're going to have EVERGOODS product panel in here that says what the product is, what the exterior shell is made of, and that's that 840D ballistic nylon solution dyed, and the interior being a 210 high tenacity nylon. Developed and designed in Bozeman. So that is your interior for the main compartment. If you're considering the mountain hip pack versus the Civic Access Sling, the one difference you're going to find in here is behind this opaque panel, in the mountain hip pack there is a zipper and a place for you to discreetly hide some things. That does not exist in the Civic Access Sling, so just keep that in mind. While this is open and empty, I have a larger Fidlock bottle that I use on my bike. That fits in there really well, and you can see that closes up nicely. So just so you have an idea of what fits. And lastly, my trusty Zoji Rushi 20-ounce thermos. This is pretty much always with me. And guess what? Let me actually move the keys. It fits, I promise. And it's usually not this hard to get in there. That fits in there. Oop, keys. That fits in there really well depending on how much stuff you put into the admin section of the bag. And you can see, that is bursting a little bit. You can see the edges of the bottle kind of poking through. So I would say that is the limit for a bottle that you're going to get inside this main compartment. A little tight, but depending on what you put on the inside of the other compartment, you're going to find that will fit in there with no problem a little later. Also, the half cap, EVERGOODS' newest pouch. Does it fit inside the mountain or the inside the Civic Access Sling? You betcha. Fits really nicely. I'm sure they thought about this when they were designing it, making sure their ecosystem works. And I could even put this in here. Why not? Yeah, let's zip that up right on top. And so, Civic half cap and a whole bunch of odds and ends. So, plenty of space in this 2-liter, depending on what you think you're going to be carrying. And we will take a look now at the other compartment. Before we do, you may have noticed I've got this little tiny carabiner, and I keep this on my slings because, when I'm traveling internationally, I'll bring a sling, usually my EVERGOODS Mountain Hip Pack 3.5. When I've gone to Italy, being conscious, I'm a tourist, I'll have this clipped on both zippers just for that little added security, because once that's clipped, no one's going to be getting into that super easily. It's even, takes a hot second there to get undone. So that's how I sort of mitigate theft, and gives me a peace of mind when I have my, my wallet or my phone or other valuables inside a sling. But anyways, on to the business section. So inside the Civic Access Sling, we've got 2 stash pockets that you'll immediately see. This one is the larger of the 2. And for size reference, I've got some field notes that fit in there horizontally. And I've also got a cell phone. This is the Google Pixel 7, which is a little longer than the current iPhone 15, and it fits in there really well, no case, just so you know. And then over here is another pocket, and I've just got some odds and ends, AirPods and chapstick, and then you're just looking at sort of a space between the next set of organization. So there is an internal zipper, and that exposes two mesh pockets, which are equally sized. They're all about a square. They're squarish in size, and this is an Anker MagSafe battery that fits in there perfect. It's even a little tight, but the zipper does close. So, you know, a battery bank of about that size will fit into one of these pockets. I've got in this one just a knife and a light, you know, just to have on hand. And behind the back of those mesh pockets is some opaque material, and then just a simple opening to stash some goods. And I've got my wallet and a pen in there. So that's going to do it for the Civic Access Sling. You know, surprisingly, there is quite a bit of organization in here. And EVERGOODS does a really good job of making sure that each one of these pockets is going to have enough space independently of anything else they've designed, to a degree, right? So there's definitely a bit of a puzzle and Tetris game as you're putting your things in here, making sure that this zipper closes and then this zipper closes, and that it's not bulging and feeling kind of round on your back. So you'll have to, you know, play around with it. But I mean, I've got a lot of stuff here, right? So notebook, battery, phone, chapstick, hero clip, you know, pick a bottle. This all fits inside the sling. So I think based on that, you're gonna be in a good spot when you're considering, like, I need to bring my essentials. I'm running to the store, maybe I'm going for a walk, heading to the beach, just some bare essentials that you're gonna need to get you through the day. The Civic Access Sling does it really well, and you know, they provide you with that little extra organization you don't have in the Mountain Hip Pack, with these sort of mesh pockets here and this opaque stash pocket in the back. So for me, you know, this is a smaller sling, and I think it's sized perfectly when I'm just bringing the basics. If I were thinking like even another thing, or you know, if I'm considering bringing this bigger bottle and the same stuff, I would probably size up just to get the extra volume, because as soon as this guy becomes packed, it turns into a bit of an oval. The back panel will start to just barely expand, and you can feel that on your back a little bit, even if the straps aren't super tight. So just keep that in mind when you buy this. This is a really nice sweet spot. They serve different purposes, the Mountain Hip Pack and the Civic Access Sling, but they are both awesome options for anyone looking to use an EVERGOODS sling. Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll do a sling review in the future, but until then, I will catch you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day.